Hi everyone, my name's Nikki and welcome to Casey Cardinia Library's online STEAM Club. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit creative and that also uses a bit of math, specifically geometry. Today we're going to be looking at tessellations. Tessellations are a very specific type of image where you use a shape in a repeating pattern that has absolutely no gaps. So the easiest way to think about what a tessellation is your floor tiles. They're all squares that repeat themselves and have no gaps. That's known as a regular tessellation. You can also get more complex ones that use different shapes to make the repeating patterns, or even more complex ones called semi-regular tessellations. Now, these can be really complicated and use curved lines, and not all mathematicians say they actually exist. So some really famous ones were done by M.C. Escher. He's an artist that uses geometry in a lot of his paintings. So I've got an example of one he did here. So this one uses the shape of a Pegasus, and they all are exactly the same, but they all fit in together. So I'm going to show you today how you can make your own semi-regular tessellation art. So to start with, we'll need some cardboard or some paper, something that you can create the shape out of, a pencil, and then some other paper to create your tessellation on. So to start with, we'll take our cardboard and some scissors and we'll cut out a shape. So I'm going to start with a nice rectangle shape. Then what we do is I'm going to start cutting out different sort of shapes from it. So if I start and put in a triangle, how I'm going to make this into a shape I can tessellate and make a repeating pattern with no gaps is to take the bit I cut out and put it on the other side from where I cut it out. So we'll grab a bit of tape and we're going to tape our shape together. So it can be easy to get it right if you slide it up and have it right on the edge. So try and match it up as best you can and tape it together. So you might need to get your scissors to trim off any excess tape so you don't get any gap, so you can trace it nicely. So you try and get it as close to the edge as possible. So I'm going to go do a nice little sort of round half semicircle out the bottom here. Again, I'm going to pop it back in so it fits in, and then we're going to slide it up as we go. Make sure it's lined up as best as I can, and then tape it down. So that is my special tessellation pattern that I'm going to use. So the next thing we do is we take our template and we start tracing it on our paper. So I'll do my first tracing using my pencil. You want to be careful as possible and not moving the shape at all while you're tracing it. So now that I've traced it, I have my first shape on my paper. The next thing that I'm going to do is take my pattern that I've made, and I'm going to make it sit so it's exactly in line with the lines that I've got, and then trace around the rest of it. So if I've done it right, it should pretty much line up. So if you want to get it very, very exact, when you're putting your shapes on the other side, you can use a ruler to measure how much space. So you can see mine's a little off. My triangle isn't quite directly under where the other one is, but that's all right. So we'll keep doing that. I'll do it another time just to show you how to keep going. So I'll put another one here by putting my little circle bit in where its circle bit goes. So you keep doing that with your shape until you've filled up the entire paper, and then you can colour it in however you like, and then you have made some wonderful tessellation art. So you can have a go with using all sorts of different shapes. Just remember, whatever bits you cut out, you put on the exact opposite side of the other shape. It is easier to do it with starting with something with straight lines than it is with edgy, curvy lines. So have fun and make some wonderful tessellation art. I'll see you next time.